Hey legendary human, Ryan Magic here. And in this video, I'm gonna share the 7 secrets behind how to make your vision board work, finally work, guaranteed. Now, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button so you can commit yourself to your journey of growth and actualize your dreams with me here in future videos. Let's get into it. So, the first thing that you need to do is you need to have alignment. And I want you guys to write down a quote that changed my life. Follow along with me here. You cannot fail. You can't fail at being yourself. You cannot fail at being yourself. Make sure you write this down. The reality is that so much of what motivates people is status. Status to us as tribal creatures, this is where our body as humans in the wild were made for, to survive. To survive in tribes, you've got to have status. Status keeps you safe. And so we go for status. It's a natural human emotion. But I've got a litmus test for you, very simple. Does your vision board feel expansive and aligned on your heart, or contracted and like you're trying to copy somebody else? Now, being inspired by someone else is fine, but actually trying to copy someone because you don't think that your heart's desires are good enough in the world and you should be something other than what you're not. Doesn't matter what you write on your board, it's not going to come true. This is why I put this as the first point. We're going to get into some cool neurohacking stuff over here. But first and foremost, realize that if you're following your heart's desires for the rest of your life, you're going to make it. You're predetermined to make, like if you believe that you're here for a reason, like God's not going to dupe you and you just do the best you can and you don't make it. But it has to be aligned. You will not fail at being what you're meant to be. So go after what feels expansive, and that's how you know. If it feels contracted, no. If it feels expansive, yes. Okay? So first and foremost, make sure what you're putting on your board and what you're listing down as your dreams are things that excite you, even if you don't know how they're going to happen. It doesn't matter. Just trust it, write them down, and go from there. So that's the first point, and arguably one of the most important. The second one is very, very important as well, and that is list the crap. List the crap. Now, what I mean by list the crap is that a vision board is exciting. What happens when you set a vision board usually? We set the vision board, we get all excited, and then we go back into our lives, and that excitement wears off, and we go back to reality. We're not actually doing what we want to do in the world. And it doesn't happen. And the reason why is because there's what we call in psychology an infatuation. What that means is you're perceiving that there is literally more good than bad in the future. You've got an imbalanced, immature, infatuated perspective of what your future looks like. You're looking at the vision board. It's going to be incredible. My life's going to be so good right now. When this happens, this is going to be amazing. My life's going to be saved. I'm going to move from the crap that I've got right now. And there isn't a realistic view of what has to be done in order to actualize what you've written on your amazing, exciting vision board. Because the excitement can still be there, but it needs to be balanced and grounded in understanding the drawbacks and the crap and the challenges and the resistance and the pain and the suffering you're going to have to go through to get there. And so when you know, because the problem is if you're infatuated and you're looking at this vision, you're all excited and you're not seeing any downside to what's going to happen, then as soon as you meet resistance, you conk out. You stop. You don't do what's required. And it throws you off kilter, and then you go back to your normal life. The vision was still possible. The vision was still going to happen if you had a balanced perspective of what the future looked like, not an imbalanced, infatuated, immature perspective. You can become more grounded, mature, certain straight away by understanding what the future crap, and it sounds negative, and it is, because the vision is positive and this world is made of neutrality. And when you're in equilibrium, or you have that balanced perception, you're grounded and ready. Think of a king or a queen looking over the kingdom. They're not just like, it's going to be great. We're not going to build forts. Everyone's happy and blah, blah. No, they're ready. They've got walls up. They've got an army ready. They're grounded. They understand that there's times of prosperity and there's times of hardship. There's times of feast. There's times of famine. They're grounded. And if you ground with your vision, you're going to be ready to conquer the challenges that come up. So listing out the crap literally looks like opening a Word document or getting in your journal and going, okay, that's my vision. What is all the stuff that I might not be thinking about right now that I would be prepared, and this is the key word, to sacrifice to get to that point. A sacrifice is when you're willing to get rid of something that you care about or do something that you don't want to do in order to achieve something worthwhile. Your vision has to be worthwhile. And if you look at it and then you're listing out all the sacrifices, the crap, the resistance, the challenge you're going to have to go through, and it's not quite adding up, maybe your vision isn't exciting enough, because it needs to be exciting enough to outweigh the challenges that you're going to have to go through on that journey. Key point. This is one that people don't want to do or face. And maybe you want to get in this video and you're like, the secrets to making it work. I'm going to squeeze my head and go Super Saiyan and then just manifest my dreams with no resistance. No, it's going to take listing out the crap and being grounded to make it happen. The third one is the opposite of that, and it's the same concept, and that is gratitude for now. Now think about it. Why do you think this might be the opposite of listing out the crap of the future? Gratitude for the now. You see, if you're saying, this is my vision, I'm super pumped about it, everything's going to be good then, it presupposes that where you are now sucks. Let's say you're in a job that you hate and you want to just be financially free, running your business with passive income. You're like, that's when I'm going to be happy. That's when things are going to be great. But right now, things suck. And you're looking down at your current situation and up to the future. The problem with that is, again, the combination of these two things is grounded. You know what? It's grounded in love. Love is if you went to marry someone, when you marry someone, the marriage proposal, you're like, I take this person through the ups and the downs. I promise to be there through the hard times and the good times. Imagine if you went there and you're like, I'm just going to be here when it's great. Sex life is awesome, when she's happy, when he's happy, when everything's fantastic. As soon as things get hard, I'm going to bail. I just want to let you know before we exchange rings and whatnot. Never happens. It's like real love is having an understanding of the whole spectrum of what it means to enter a union together for the long term and being prepared to weather the storms as well as celebrate in the sunshine. And you've got to have the same perspective of your life, because you're married to yourself. You're going through this life together. And the reason that this is important for actualizing a vision board is because if you can't find gratitude for now, you're not going to be able to find gratitude in the future. You're going to say, let's say you're starting a business. You're going to start the business. You're going to forego finances. Foregoing those finances are then going to make you go, I just had to give something up. This is bad. I just did this. And then what's going to happen is you're going to then hit some resistance. You're not going to get clients straight away. You're not going to make money straight away. Maybe your Facebook ads will get rejected. Maybe your product will come from China that you're putting in an e-commerce store and it's dodgy and the labeling didn't print right and you lost all this money. Then you're going to be like, this sucks, and you're going to give up. What this allows you to do is be more prepared to weather the storms, because when you're grateful for now and have gratitude for now, you're more balanced, you're more grounded, you're more loving. And so if you're in your job right now that you're perceiving sucks, you got to find the balance. You got to find the love now, because then you're more ready to approach the future with groundedness, which makes you more grounded on the ground, more bulletproof at what you're about to undergo on your journey. So this is groundedness and balance, and these two concepts work together. They're both very important, okay? The next one, and this is where we're getting into the fancy kind of neurohacking stuff. You need to see the future in the past. See the future in the past. What on earth do I mean by that? Joe Dispenza, he's known for his ability to help people access the quantum, go into the infinite potential of the unknown realms of existence, and help people take their dreams and pull them out of there and manifest them using quantum physics. His main method or mechanism is helping people actualize the future because you're comfortable in knowing that it's going to happen. And my biggest hack for doing that is seeing the future. So looking at your vision board as if it's already happened and feeling a sense of gratitude, because gratitude, you don't have You feel grateful for something that already exists or has already existed. I'm so grateful that I got to go to that school. I'm so grateful for the learnings from upbringing. I'm grateful that I was born in this country, past or present. And so when you're feeling grateful for something that you want to happen in the future, it tells your psychology, it tells your your body as well, that this thing's already happened. And when you start to attune your body to feeling comfortable with what you want to create, then it starts to more easily and manifest it. Because see, most people, it feels so separate to what it is that they're wanting to create. It's like, I'm here, and at the moment, I'm hoping that I build this business and I have all this success and I become somebody that's living my dream life. I'm hoping that that happens at some point in the future. But your biology, your physiology, your mindset feels so separate from it. That's out there in the future. Whereas when you attune to feeling comfortable and centered and grounded within it in the moment, then it's something that you're going to more easily attract in because your body is resonating on that frequency. It sounds a bit woo-woo, but it's essentially just if you feel comfortable with it, right? And this is what happens with everything you've already experienced. When you go to the gym for the first time, it's a bit nerve-wracking. Then after you go 100 times, you rock in feeling like you're king of the world and you own that gym because you've done it a bunch of times. So you need to create the same feeling in your nervous system by visualizing, and it's going to come to the next point is when we go through the next couple as well. It's going to help amplify your experience of how you engage with your vision board. But you've got to be able to look at it with a sense of gratitude. It's already happened. You've got to feel like it's already happened. And this is why this mindset, this is all mindset stuff, is going to determine whether you attract what you desire in your vision board or not. So the fifth one is, as you're looking at it, you've got to amplify the senses. And this goes into that last point as well. Amplify the senses. See, when we look at the vision board, we're doing a little stock take. Yeah, there's this, I want that. Yeah, that'd be nice. I want this car. Very detached. If you want to bring yourself, because the purpose of a vision board is that you're looking at what you want and you're familiarizing yourself with it. So your reticular activating system, the part of your mind that attunes to things that you prioritize, can feel comfortable in it and continue to be pulled towards it. You see it every day. It becomes your focus and you start doing things towards it. You start taking opportunities that are relevant to it. So the more that when you're looking at the board, you have a visceral full body experience, the more that you're going to be a magnet being pulled towards your future. If you just look at it and you're doing a stock take, I want this, I want that, I want this, it's nowhere near as powerful as feeling as if you're in the situation of already having it. So this gets thrown into point 4, seeing the future and the past, feeling grateful for it, but you're also putting yourself in the situation of already having what it is that you desire. And you want to be, when you're visualizing with your eyes closed, because that activates the creative part of our mind, to be able to feel how we feel. Think, what are we thinking at that point? We want to taste the food that we get to eat on a daily basis. We want to smell the air of the grass of the property or the mansion that we're living in, or whatever it is you want to manifest. You want to smell your partner and be like, yeah, I'm right next to them right now, my dream partner. You want to really engage in the senses. And as silly as that might sound, it is going to allow your body to be like, yep, that's my norm. Think about it. This is just common sense. I feel grounded in this. This is where I'm meant to be. And sometimes you hear famous people talk about the fact that they always knew this is where they're meant to be. It's like, how do you feel being famous? And they're just like, I just knew I was always meant to be famous. I always felt like this is where I belong. Felt like this is where they were meant to be. Felt, sensed, engaged in all of the senses. So you need to close your eyes, look at the vision board and go, I want to be in that car. What does it feel like? And this is why certain people that talk about manifestation suggest that you want to go get a car, you want to manifest a certain car, go drive it. I remember I hired my supercar that I wanted to buy for 2 days. It cost me $1,200 to hire my car that I wanted to buy at the time for 2 days. And then 3 months later, I bought it. I did not know how. I didn't think it was possible. But when I experienced it, I drove it, I thrashed it, I heard the engine, I experienced and smelt the leather and the quality of the car. It was an experience for me. Then my mind went, yep, this is how I want to feel. And I got pulled towards it because I amplified the senses by actually experiencing the senses. But you can do this because our mind is so complex and creative. You can do it by closing your eyes and visualizing. You look at the different elements of your vision board, and then you go, okay, I'm going to put myself in the situation of what does it feel like to make love to my dream partner on my vision board? What does it feel like to be in this house and wake up in this bed? What does it feel like to be operating this business and running it and leading meetings and speaking and having this confidence and going and approaching these people that I'm interested in, having friends like this? Really feeling each of those situations with all of the senses: smell, touch, hear, think. What are you saying to yourself? All of the senses. It's massive. Let's keep going. We've got 2 more points. These 2 are going to secure it. Especially number 7 is going to stir things up. And I've got a bonus one as well. All right. This one's important. Don't stop staring. You want to be a creep. You want to be stalking this vision board. You want to be an absolute pervert to this vision board. You do not stop staring at it. Do not stop looking at it. See, people create a vision board and then they barely look at it. One of my best friends has a vision board. She's literally about to create another one because over the last 3 and a bit years, she's actualized everything other than one thing in the whole board. There was like 20 different things she wanted to create. They're all created. But she's never changed vision boards. She looks at the same vision board every single day. Do not stop staring. And I'm saying it as a joke of being the pervert and like in terms of on a day just staring at it the whole day. But you want to look at it consistently. This is the key to this. Consistency. Keep it up, visual, where it is there, and then see the future in the past, amplify the senses, and do it regularly. Literally, I want to ask you, have you ever done that with a vision board before? Have you ever done it consistently for over a year? Just think about that. You might be like, oh, that sounds simple. Yeah, all success is simple. Building a successful business, having a good product, marketing the shit out of it, selling the shit out of it, and then building solid operations so the business and the machine that you build is well oiled and functions well. Pretty simple, right? Health, calorie deficit. You know, you consume less energy than what you burn with your exercise. You lose weight. Being in a great relationship, being with someone that's aligned with you. I mean, these concepts aren't difficult. Same thing with this. But are you doing this? Are you looking at it consistently for a long period of time? It's my question to you. Okay, let's go to the point. There's 2 more points. There's 2 more. 1 official point and 1 bonus point. 7. Don't be a brat. Don't be a brat. So, have you ever been on a long trip with the family? And you want to be there? Are we there yet? Come on, are we there yet? Are we there yet? We only think, have you ever seen an adult do that? No, I've never seen an adult do it. Children do it. Children do it because they're needy. And people that are needy, as we know in relationship and dating dynamics, don't get what they want because it's repulsive. If someone's needy and desperate to want you, your mind goes, obviously they want me because I'm better than they are, and that's not going to be the right dynamic for me, and I just don't feel attracted to that in my body. Think of the universe as a manifestation tool, and the more needy you are for your vision, the more repulsive the universe is to give it to you. Don't be a brat. And what the key behind this is patience. And it's not just, slowing down and not having a sense of urgency with your input and the action that you take and the opportunities that you take. No, I'm pretty sure I spelled this wrong as well. I can't remember which patience it is, but you guys get the gist. So it's not that we don't take action and don't be proactive towards it. It's just we know, because what this presupposes is that you know you're going to have it. If you know that your dreams are going to come true, why do you even care how long it's going to take? The only time when people are desperate, oh no, what's not going to happen, blah, blah, blah. When people get really agitated about things that aren't present in their relationship, it's because they've got a fear that their partner will never be able to meet that need, ever. But if they know they're going to grow and move up to that point at some stage, all of a sudden the charge is gone. The frustration, the pressure's gone. So not having patience, being immature, in other words, is just an insecurity that you don't actually believe it's going to happen. Right? And it sounds pretty simple, but if you want your vision board to work, you need to believe it's possible. In fact, not only believe it's possible, Not even believe that it's probable. You need to know that it's going to come true. You need to know that that's where you're moving. And there's always, don't guilt trip yourself or feel crap. Oh, but there's a part of me that's not sure. That's normal because you haven't experienced it yet and we fear the unknown. But you need to work as much towards a visceral sense of knowing. That's why seeing the future and the past and being grateful for what it is that you've already created, even though it isn't existent yet, in your mind, because you're future pacing it and you're engaging the senses. You're doing it every day and you're being patient because you know that it's gonna come true. Important. All right, bonus. Bring on the bonus, baby. The bonus. That is embody the identity. So what does that mean? Embody the identity means that, and it's similar to seeing the future. No, it's the gap. So what happens is most people, when they're looking at creating something, they feel so separate from it. They're like, see, an identity is what you call yourself. If a doctor is a doctor, it's literally embedded into his name. Dr. Ryan Magic. I'm not a doctor, but if I was, that's it. Dr. Ryan Magic. It's like, I identify as a doctor. But when someone's in training of being a doctor, they call themselves a doctor of training. Now, when it comes to your vision, what happens is, let's say, for example, you want to be a successful business owner. If you identify in your mind, I'm someone that's trying to start a business, then your mind says, okay, I'm going to act in a way that is of someone who is trying to start a business. Now, if someone's trying to start a business, what are they doing? They brainstorm ideas, they think about things, they talk about ideas with their friends, and they kind of hope, and then they get confused about, do I stay in my job? Do I worry about money? Do I go in for it? And they're always thinking about things, but there's not much action. If someone is a successful business owner and they take on that identity, whether they are or whether they've got the successful business or not, if the identity exists and someone in their mind believes that they're a successful business owner, then there's a set of actions and behaviors that come from that identity. Now, a successful business owner, what do? They make money. What? How? They sell things. They're selling something. They're working on their business. They're courageous. They take risks. They invest in themselves. They show up every single day and work on their business. Does the successful business owner also have a job? Not really. They're not like, oh, what if I don't make money in my business? They know they're going to make money in their business because they are already successful. There's no worrying about it. So you've got to embody the identity. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to look at the vision board. I want you to ask it. And by the way, if this video is resonating, give us a like button on the thing. It helps put the message out there because YouTube goes, yeah, this rocks. We're going to put it out there more. And I appreciate that. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to look at your vision board. And I want you to go, what is it that I want to create? Now, there might be different areas of life. There could be a certain body you want to sculpt. And let's use that as an example. If you want to have like an absolute ripped body and you're like, cool, I'm a super ripped, super ripped and healthy person. If you are a ripped and healthy person, what does that person do? They exercise every day. They eat healthy. If you're someone that wants to be ripped, they try things. They try a little diet, they stop, they start, they eat badly, sometimes exercise, sometimes they don't. And that action leads to that result. So if you take on the identity, the behaviors will follow. If you take on the identity, the actions will follow. So let's recap. 7 secrets to make your vision board work. Get aligned. Write a vision that aligns with your heart. Someone else should look at it and go, I don't want to do that. And you should be like, this excites me in every cell of my body because it's my vision that's unique to me. Second, be realistic and grounded about the shit that you're going to have to go through so you'll approach it like a king or a queen and a champion that knows what it's going to take and is ready for it. And then also be grateful for where you are now so you're mature and grounded and full of love, because love is unconditional. It's not only like half of it. It's like, no, I see the good, the joy, the love in everything. 4, see the future and the past. Know that it's going to happen because you can literally already be grateful for it because you know it's going to happen. And this is closing your eyes and being like, this has literally already happened. How good's this? I can't believe I'm living in this house. I can't believe that a few years ago I did my first $1 million in business. 5, amplify the senses in those visual opportunities of visualize the vision board, visualization. Close your eyes, experience it with all the senses, not just your eyes, not just your vision. Okay? Don't stop staring. Consistency. Every single day, be looking at that vision board and don't take it down. Do it for over a year and see what happens. I said this will work, guaranteed. If it's aligned to you, you do it every day and you follow these steps, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. 7, don't be a brat. Have patience. Not patience because you're running a dental clinic, but patience in the other way it's spelled. Meaning you know what's going to happen, so you're not in a rush. It's all good. I know. It's kind of like being with a girl or a guy. Yeah, I know if they're the right person for me, they're going to be into me. I'm not insecure here. I'm not desperate to hold on to them because I know I'm valuable. And that knowing that you're valuable makes you more attractive. Knowing you're going to achieve your dreams makes you a more ready candidate to receive what it is that your mind and your heart desires. In other words, you'll make your vision board happen if you know it's going to happen. And lastly, take on the identity of the things that you want to manifest, right? So my question to you right now in the comments is, what is the step that resonated the most with you? In other words, what is the thing that you are 100% going to start doing and start doing it now? Drop it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, because if you do, I'm in your corner helping you move towards your dreams and better yourself every day, and it would be an absolute honor. And if you haven't liked the video yet, always appreciate that. Over and out, guys. I'll see you in the next video.